Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day. For my second video today, I will show you how to use the Excel in order to develop the Latin square design ANOVA. Alright, so this is the ANOVA for the Latin square design, where we have a formula, and you can always refer the formula in books in order to calculate manually. Okay, you can use your calculator to calculate manually, but what I want to show you today is how to use the Excel. Okay, we have done our exercise using SAS, tapi kita tak tengok lagi Excel kan. Okay, untuk Excel first, kita copy data. So dalam case Excel ni, you can copy your data with using the macam yang awak dah ada dalam SAS Enterprise Guide, using the number of variables. So we have first, second column, third column, boleh juga macam tu. Tapi saya rasa lebih mudah bila kita susun data kita dalam bentuk table, two-way table macam ni. Okay, jadi step pertama yang perlu kita buat ialah untuk cari all the averages for all the blocks and treatments. So we have our blocks and treatments. Kalau kita tengok dalam ANOVA table, the summation sum of square, just start from the sum of square. The calculation is come from the summations of every single data, every single value. For example, in treatment, in the treatments, every single value in the treatments divide by number of treatments minus all the values in all the data divide by the overall sample data. So in this case, dia adalah sum square, tapi kita boleh kira dalam Excel, tak perlu kira square, kita hanya gunakan average. Alright, we start with developing our first column of the ANOVA, where it is start with the source of you list out the source of variations, okay, where we start with the formulation ataupun yang paling senang, sebab kita dah biasa guna treatment, so you can start with the treatments. And then we have the block 1. Block 1 is referred to the batches. Block 2 is referred to the operators, and we also have error, okay, errors and total variations. Okay, next is to calculate your degree of freedom. The degree of freedom is, if you not remember how to calculate the degree of freedom, always can refer back to the ANOVA table in our lecture notes. Okay, so the degree of freedom for this Latin square design for the treatment is all treatment and blocks are all the same, because we use the same number. Because this is Latin square, you have to remember Latin square, kita ada treatment yang sama. Kalau treatment 4, block pun ada 4, block ada 2, kategori setiap blok ada 4, ikut sama dengan bilangan treatment. So kat sini kita ambil all P minus 1. Okay, kita akan dapat semua 4, sebab kita ada 5 treatment, so semua jadi 4. Untuk error, kita akan kalau tengok balik tadi, formula dia P minus 2 times P minus 1. So 5 tolak 3, 3 kali 4, 12. Okay, and the total is equal to 24. Okay, total kalau ikut sini kita akan dapat P square minus 1. Sebab apa P square? Sebab Latin square dia ada square lah, dah nama pun square kan. Okay, so kita ada 24. 25, 5 kali 5, 25 tolak 1. Okay, kita mulakan dengan sum square. Sum of square, pengiraan sum of square. So how to get your sum of square in the easiest way for this case? First, kita gunakan formula untuk division square. So type equal, so type division square, dia akan automatic give you the formula for deviation sum of square. Okay, return the sum square deviations of data point from their sample mean. So choose this one. Okay, once you double click on the option, it will give you the number 1 to number 2. So what you have to choose, ya, for example kita ada treatment, the first row is for treatment, so kita nak sum square of the treatment, kat mana treatment kita ambil pada average of all the treatments. So ini saya dah kira manually, average of all treatment, so awak nanti kena kira manual jugalah. Okay, jangan klik lagi because this is actually the sum square, the return of the sum square deviations, bukannya sum square sahaja, tapi kolom ni kita nak sum square sahaja, dia tak ada deviation. So deviation tu actually dia divide by the degree of freedom plus 1. So kita kena darab balik dengan degree of freedom plus 1. So degree of freedom plus 1 adalah 5. So kita dapat the first sum square untuk treatments 330. So just drag all together so that kita tak perlu nak repeat the process of the formula. Okay, what we should do is to just change the data inside the bracket, yeah, because for the second one is referred to batches. So what you have to do is to check on the average of batches. Okay, enter. The third one is operators, so check for the data averages of operators, here. Okay, and then error. For the case of error, the easiest way is to get the total minus all the sum square. And for the case of total, because total is the overall sum of square, so it no need to divide, it is no need to multiply by 5 because it is already calculated for all. So the data also you have to choose all the original data inside the table. Okay, therefore we will get the total is 676. You always can refer back to our lecture note because this is the same number, it should get the same number. Okay, so for error we can just take total minus 330 plus 68 plus 150. Okay, alright, so that is the sum of square. So next is to calculate the MSE ataupun mean of square, mean square error, sorry, the MSE, mean square error. So the mean square error is equal to the sum of square divided by degree of freedom. So we get the MSE equal to 82.5 for the treatments, and for all the source of variation you just can drag down. So we have all together like this. Okay, so always can arrange back the number so that it is nicer to see. So next, after you calculate your MSE, find your F value, where F value is equal to the, if you get the F value for treatment, so treatment is the MSE of the treatment divided by error, so this is equal to 82.5 divided by the MSE of error. Sorry, this is not MSE. Aduh, silap dah pula. Tak apa, kita boleh sentiasa buat pembetulan. Saya pun tersasul dah, error tu should be this one lah, MSE. Yang ni MSE. Okay, this one is MST, MSB, MSO. Dia blok 1, blok 2, MST for the mean square for treatment. Okay, dan MSE is for the error. Okay, so back to the F value. So MSE is referred to MSE lagi sedap sungguh sebut MSE ni. Okay, kita ambil MS treatment divide by the MSE. Okay, divide by MSE, kita akan dapat 7.734. For the case of batches, you just take this one divide by MSE. Okay, and this one untuk operators, just take MSE divide by operators as MS operators divide by MSE. Okay, so for all the F value we already have the the value which is yang tertulis ni lah. Okay, next that is the way when you want to proceed with the hypothesis testing. Dia ada dua cara. Either you want to use the F value, so you can refer back to your F table and find the either it is 0.05 ataupun 0.10 ataupun 0.01 10%, 5% alpha ataupun 1% alpha. So itu cara yang pertama, refer to your table of F test. Tapi untuk cara yang kedua, kita terus dapatkan the p value. Okay, so how to get the p value for the first for the treatment, supaya bila kita tengok p value, we automatically can know whether it is reject or not reject H null with comparing the p value with our alpha. If it is less than alpha, then we can reject H null. So p value, how to calculate the p value? Insert formula, kita go for the formula, insert formula, choose statistical. Okay, you find the F distributions. Okay, there are two F distributions here. Which one to choose? If you choose the first one, you have to 1 minus. If you choose the second one, then you have you can straight away get the value. So in this case, we choose the second one. Okay, the right tail, RT is referred to right tail. So click OK. So our X here is referred to our F value. Degree of freedom 1 is referred to, because this F value is come from the sum square of treatment, so we get the degree of freedom sum square of treatment. Okay, and the second degree of freedom is referred to the MSE, because we divide by the error, so we take the second degree of freedom as 12. So that is the p value. So automatically when you click OK, it will provide to you the p value, and you always can check with the what have been done in our exercise in class, to make sure whether the values are all correct or not. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have any question, okay, you can just text me. Kita boleh berkomunikasi dalam WhatsApp ataupun boleh tinggalkan message di dalam online learning. Sekian, terima kasih.